About the first practice and what you saw during your assessment so far?
Really good to get back on the grass. Obviously, we started camp with a couple days of meetings just to lay the foundation, starting over. But really excited to get back on the grass. Thought the guys moved around well. There was a lot of enthusiasm to start practice, and we finished with a lot of enthusiasm. So I was pleased with just the way they were moving. Obviously, it's a little bit different intensity when the coaches get out. Things are moving a little bit faster. For the older guys, good retention. Again, it's just day one. The foundation of our offense. It's good to see the young guys who hadn't been here that came in this summer, watch them move around. So I'm excited. I think we got a good group. They know what it takes, and they're going to be challenged this camp, and hopefully they'll respond to the challenge.
What were the differences you saw from Trevor Lawrence in the spring to Trevor Lawrence when he comes back having a little bit more time to learn?
Still very similar. Again, it's day one. I think we'll know more as we get deeper into the installations. Obviously, they've been working pretty much the base offense over the summer without the coaches, but all the quarterbacks I thought did a good job commanding with what we asked them to do today. Saw some really good balls from all three quarterbacks. So excited to get it on the film, and again, we get challenged. That's what I love about our practice field is you're going to get exposed, you're going to get challenged, and Brent had those guys moving around, and so it's going to be a good camp, and I'm excited about all positions.
You obviously don't like to have Tavian out, but is that good for Lynn J to kind of get in there and maybe get a little bit extra look?
Well, he was going to get a look anyway. Obviously, we only got 4 guys. We lost one off cycle that we didn't anticipate with Fuller moving on, and I thought we were going to have him back. Lynn J would be the 5th guy, but right now he's the 4th scholarship guy. With Taven out, he got bumped up into maybe working a little bit more with the first couple reps of the second team, where he might not have gotten those reps had Taven been in practice.
What were your early thoughts on him?
On Lynn J? It validated what I thought I saw in the recruiting process on film. I've compared him to Ellington. He's got a very, very good quick first step. He's a natural runner. Obviously, he's a lot like Travis when Travis came in. He doesn't quite understand where we're trying to run the ball, but he sees the whole field, and if he sees green grass, he's going to be able to get to it. And I thought he moved around well and caught the ball well, too.
Coach, when you went into Skeletons today, Justin Ross was out there. Tell us about what you saw in him in his first day here.
Because of the way we're handling the Skeletons with trying to get as many reps as we can with 2 groups, I wasn't on the side where he was repping, so I didn't get to see him quite as much. I'll have to watch him on film to be able to answer that.
Did you see what you needed to see out of Kelly as far as a confidence perspective coming out here today?
I think so. And again, he's going to have it every day. Trevor's going to have it every day. Chase going to have it every day. But I think as a whole, the guys came out really, really confident, and they're going to be challenged, and hopefully we can maintain that confidence. That's what I told the guys post-practice. We want to be fast, physical, and confident, and we're going to play fast. We're going to be physical because we got to go against this defense every day in practice. And if we can accept the challenge, we're going to be confident by the time we tee off in September.
Travis's weight didn't change too much. Was that by design?
Well, he was up to about 202 when he weighed in, so he's actually up, about 7 pounds. But if you look at his body looks different. And the biggest thing for him, he's a lot more confident. Before he would go down to the other end of the weight room, and now he's ready to lift with the big boys. And it's hard to stand next to Choice, because Choice is a 5th-year guy. He's 220 pounds, and he can throw up a lot on the bench. But I think what it did for Travis is just the additional strength that he gained in the weight room. His confidence is at a different level from a strength standpoint.
Do you see the same hunger from the guys, despite now they're the hunted as opposed to the team that is overlooked at times? Did you see the same hunger?
Oh, no question, because we got to accept the challenge. We're not going to stick up on anybody, and even when we weren't, so to speak, the hunted last year, we still got everybody's A game. So these guys knows what they're going to be in for week in and week out, and these guys, especially on defense, and even Mitch coming back on offense, they came back for a reason. They didn't just come back just to go through the motions. They came back to prove something on the field. So I saw a hunger and a determination, and the key is going to be for 25 practices, can we sustain that and maintain that?
Braden Galloway, a little bit different looking athlete out there. Does he remind you of a young Jordan Leggett when you watch him move out there?
He does. Sometimes you got to look at the numbers. It's like, man, you're reminiscent of Leggett. Now still has a long way to go, a lot to learn, but you could tell his confidence is up. He came in, I think, about 242 pounds in that ballpark, and obviously we know we can run, and I'm excited to see when we put the pads on and we turn him loose in some of our competitive drills, how he's going to respond there.
Him gaining that 17 pounds, that kind of showed you guys how serious he was about getting out here and seeing what he can do, trying to be involved.
No question. And all these freshmen that have come in, man, it's just, they have a determination and a hunger about them, and they've all linked up and they're tight, and you can see he runs with KJ Henry, and KJ Henry was a guy that came in and put on some weight. And he hangs with X Thomas, and so you see those guys are tight and they push each other. And in the end, that's going to make them all better.
Is that something that, like a trend you've noticed over the years, that more freshmen come into fall camp and spring camp
physically ready to play?
You know, I think with the process happening a lot earlier, they make their decisions, and then they're able to focus on what's important, finishing out the right way with their high school, and then mentally getting themselves prepared for the college level. And then again, they spend a lot of time on your campus. They already know your guys, so they know what your culture is about. So by the time they show up on campus, they have a really, really good idea. And then once they're exposed to it, if they come in mid-year or if they come in the summer, by the time we get our hands on them, they've already been indoctrinated into the culture and they know what's expected.
Coach, talk about what it's like to have that offensive line be so experienced that you can run the ones and twos in there and not drop off and just keep the consistency and the being prepared for play call.
You know, it sounds good right now. We still got to work to that point, and obviously on paper, we got a lot of experience coming back. But still, you got John, and will be in his first year in a starting role at left guard. So again, we still got to earn that. But it's good to know that you got some depth and that you don't have to change things up and you don't have to worry, and you can really strain them and push them. And then that's what's making them all better because they got competition with guys behind them. And that's what I think is separates us as a program is the competition that we have on our practice.
Coach, we're going to talk about Jackson Carmen today. Were you surprised when he weighed in at 338 yesterday?
You know, not surprised, but happy for him. You know, he was a guy that was highly recruited. You know, came in and we challenged him. You know, and obviously it was an adjustment. You know, coming into the program, and he's accepted the challenge. And to see him with a smile on his face and him being confident that he was able to put in the work and to drop his weight to where it is to give him a chance to compete. You know, just really, really happy with him. But we knew going in that he was the kind of kid that he's got that character, he's got that makeup, and it just takes a little bit of time for some guys for the light to come on.
Even though it was just shorts today, T. Higgins just looks like a different player out there, smooth, confident. Are you expecting him to take that next step?
Well, we saw it in the spring game. You know, he kind of showed up. He was a little bit up and down in spring practice, and then you saw the light really click when we were in the stadium. And so hopefully that's going to carry on through the course. And again, it's shorts. We'll know, you know, mid next week. The following week, when you're really into the dog days of camp, that's really when you're going to find out if the guys are ready or not.
What does J.P. Lossman bring to the offensive staff?
You know, just a different perspective. I mean, he's a guy that's competed at the highest level, played quarterback. He's got a wealth of knowledge. He's got an understanding of some things from a schematic standpoint that we may not have because of the complexity of what they do at the NFL level. So just having him as a sounding board, being able to be an extra set of eyes, it's been invaluable. All those guys that help us in those off the field positions, they do an unbelievable job of helping us 5 full-time guys put together a plan.
Coach, what did you see from Lynn J today? And